What is this podcast?
That was awful.
Welcome to. Hold on. Take 3.
You guys ever notice that I don't say anything during this? I just watch you fucking trip over your 2 left feet.
I have a fat tongue. Welcome to the Dolts podcast.
I like how you don't pronounce that word all the way.
Welcome to the Dolts podcast. Trash Pandas edition, show number 3. Show number probably 385. Let's call it.
0 edibles tonight.
Oh, look at you.
Just vodka. Next weekend, buckle up, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I might do like cocaine or mushrooms. I should do a podcast
mushrooms.
on cocaine.
No, do mushrooms.
Just fucking gnawing at myself. There was a post recently, Daryl.
Yes, Chris.
Some motherfuckers.
This is kind of political,
yeah.
But it's we're doing this to poke fun at a certain group of people.
Right. So the Democrats,
who are the left, they're crazy as fuck right now, and they are all up in arms because Trump is president. So
they posted this image that said, look at how high everything is, which is fine, if you're gonna do it. But they put the graph of when a certain president was in charge, and that's this area here.
So if you see the dates where it says July of 2024, if you go back in time to 1 year ago, who was president 1 year ago, literally today?
Yeah, so this is October 2024, October 2023, 2022, 2021 is right here in this region.
Whatever you're doing isn't not working.
Oh, sorry.
That region.
So October 2020 is probably right when it starts to track up. And that's when somebody else came into charge, right?
Yeah, because wait. The presidency, you vote on like an even year and they take office in an odd year, roughly,
yes.
Right?
Yeah,
which is weird, but
so this is the bottom of the graph is
so in October of 2020, things were flat.
Yep.
That was 1 month before elections.
Yep.
1 year later is the
especially
bottom.
during COVID. Let us all
This is during COVID, which everybody is pointing fingers and all that shit. So 1 year later is October of 2021.
Yep.
Which was 9 months into the newest presidency.
Yeah.
That is when everything goes up and stays up. But let's not beat around the bush. Okay.
What's really funny is this.
This is literally Biden's entire term.
The graphic ends at October 2024.
Which was 1 month before our most recent president was elected. So the Democrats, as this graph says, this is Trump's America.
Yeah.
They deleted this super fast because they realized this was on Biden.
That's insane.
You can't write this script any better.
No.
I seriously, I don't do politics a lot. It took me the longest time to understand the left from the right because I didn't understand Republicans and Democrats. Because again, I didn't give a fuck. If I got 2 people running, I'm going to vote for the person that's going to offer me the best chance of bettering my life.
Or
I don't give a fuck.
Saying we're not going to elect somebody that's literally a corpse, right?
Well, they did.
Well, and if you look at the DNC, right?
What's the DNC? Because I'm retarded.
The Democratic National Committee. Let's just call it, right?
All right.
And I don't know if that's true or not because I'm not really political either, right? 2016 when Trump's running, right? It's Trump, Hillary, right? So they say. But Bernie, who I probably would have voted for over Trump.
I think a lot of people are going to waver right there. I agree with you.
Bernie got fucked by his own party, and then they basically pumped Hillary Clinton up. So then she goes head to head with Trump, and she loses, which they did not forecast. Nobody on the planet really forecasted.
No.
Outside of fucking that lady with the horse face, that Ann Coulter.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about Kathy Hochul or Kamala Harris because they both have horse face.
She called it. She's like, I think that if it goes up against Hillary and Trump, she said Trump, and she laughed out of fucking every audience on the planet, right?
Yeah.
So Trump wins. He goes his 4 years, and now we have mail-in ballots because of COVID, quote unquote. I'm not going to attest to the illegitimacy of the elections.
Why not?
Because we're bipartisan, Daryl.
Well, yeah, but I think it's all been coming out in the wash that it was a complete sham.
Something was fucked, right?
It didn't make sense. And you know what? If dude wins.
Sure.
To win by that much.
Of
and all
there
the
was less
stories,
voters in the previous election, where Trump won, than the time where there was mail-in ballots and COVID.
The math and the whole. And I'm sorry, COVID was a scam. Everybody fell for it. Most people fell for it. I didn't fall for it. I didn't wear a mask. I didn't get the shot. I didn't do any of that shit. End of story. Mask up. Get your shot. Walk into your school and pull the fucking lever.
Sure.
Mail-in votes should never be a thing. We found out after this happened about how many people that were dead for 47 years that had voted. And why? And why is this? Because it's fuckery. No other country has ever done mail-in voting. Right?
I don't know that to be true, but
I thought that was a thing. I thought this was like pretty much unprecedented when we did it. But anyhow, that's fine. Don't care. I don't care. Something stunk about all that.
A little bit.
And I think a lot of people were privy to it. And then the other people hid behind the COVID narrative.
What other countries have mail-in ballots?
Mail-in
okay.
Voting.
What other?
Now you got to type it in?
Yeah. It's hard to say what countries have mail-in voting.
Yeah, go with that.
For the presidency.
Yeah, or an election, whatever.
Elections. Presidential elections. Got it. Okay. Searching. Many other countries in the world allow mail-in voting, postal ballots, or absentee voting. Europe, so Switzerland, Germany, Austria, Finland, and the Czech Republic, Asia, Singapore.
Okay, all right. So plenty. All right, I wasn't sure. I said that I'm not 100% on that.
Sure.
All right, so
we're being litigious here, but you have people in nursing homes that were placing ballots, allegedly.
People that were like literally not cognitive and did not know what day of the week it is that were allowed to cast a ballot.
Sure. And then when you had, videos of voter stuffing, people just showing up in like Honda Civics or Grand Marquises, as we call them in the hood.
Oh,
and they
really?
were just, and they were just stuffing ballots in. Now they all could have been legitimate ballots. Daryl, go ahead.
Well, and there was the opposite of that, of boxes disappearing for certain.
There's that too.
Yeah.
So when I voted,
and we had votes appearing out of nowhere at 2:00 in the morning.
When I voted for Trump in 2020, I voted for him in 2016 as well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna out myself as being a fucking piece of shit.
I've said it 100 times, and I'm very vocal about this. Voted for the guy, or rooted for the guy. Do I agree with everything he does?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. But I'll tell you one thing, Biden, completely unfit. Kamala Harris, completely unqualified.
So in 2016, I
those were
was
proven to be true.
probably going to vote for Bernie. When it was
He
coming
had a
down,
lot of people leaning his
he had
way.
some steam. He had some steam, right?
And good for him.
Yeah. And I do believe him to be as close to an honest politician as you can get.
Yeah.
There's some fuckery there.
There's fuckery in every politician.
Sure.
That's why I like Trump, because he's not a politician.
But I think Bernie Sanders would have been an accurate representative of America, right? So
I wouldn't have been mad about it.
Me either. Then they get to the point where it's going to either be Bernie or Hillary against Trump, and magically, and this is where I think Bernie Sanders is a complete coward. He gets fucked out of all the people that backed him. And then he lays down and says, oh, no, she's a great candidate. When the entire time he was saying, hey, it's a little fucked, right?
Kind of has people getting killed.
So then you see the power of the DNC, right? The DNC said, this is our best candidate to win. And they pushed Hillary up above Bernie. Fine. Whatever. If we could pick, if we're going to the Super Bowl, let's just say, and there's the NFC and they have 2 teams, and the AFC, there's 2 teams, and maybe the NFL goes, we want the 49ers against the Chiefs versus Dallas against the Bills, right? Right? So we're all putting our best team forward. The DNC, completely against what the actual institution of voting and fucking strength did, they fucking were like, this is the one, right? Because anyone that hangs around Hillary Clinton allegedly kills themselves, right? So she's got political clout. She's got donors. She's got backers. She's got fucking
shooters in the wind.
Yeah, she's got people that have extension cords that may or may not wrap it around people's necks and shoot them also in the chest, and then magically a suicide, allegedly. So she gets pumped up. She loses against Trump.
Right.
Trump had the smartest probably in my opinion, political run where he was like, I'm not going to go for the mass, because Republicans never win the complete popular vote. They just don't. Until. Yeah. But if we can win the electoral vote, we're going to win.
Yeah.
So fuck California, fuck New York. I'm going to focus on the other ones, right? So Trump wins. And now in the paper, it's coming out a lot that the Russia collusion shit was sponsored by Clinton and Obama. Obama also is on the hook now for possibly spying on Trump's campaign.
Dude, the more, and I try not to get wrapped up in this, but I'm seeing it everywhere. It's getting legs. And honestly, if this shit comes to fruition,
nothing will happen.
I know, but it's insane.
Yeah.
Hearing this and seeing this. And I mean, dude, come on. We all know every politician is bought and paid for.
Sure.
There's shit in the shadows going on that we're never, ever going to know about. We all know they play dirty pool. Again, that's one reason I voted for Trump. He's not a politician. We all said it for one. He's going to drain the swamp. He can't be bought. He, one, doesn't take a salary. And number two, he doesn't give a fuck. He goes, what is going to make us as a nation better? Let's do all that. Yes, you with your hand up.
Thank you. Here's my conspiracy theory tinfoil hat moment right now, based off of what's in the news currently, right? So a week ago, it was, where are the Epstein files? Where's the video? Where's this? Where's that? Right? And Ghislaine Maxwell met with the DOJ last week, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, to be conspiratorial pro-Democrat, right? All of a sudden, now all this shit They're coming with receipts about Obama. They're coming with receipts about the Russia collusion shit. They're coming with receipts about all this other shit, right? Do you think that, and again, wag the dog, right? That's the way it is, right? Do you think that they're pushing this narrative right now to give a little bit of respite because of all the public furor for the Epstein list? I would say it's 1,000% correct.
My whole thing is Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison right now because she refused to release and tell anybody where the list was. If now there's no existence of the list, why is she still in jail?
Of course.
And everybody's saying Trump's on the list. Here's my thing about Epstein Island. You could have gone. You could be a famous person. Hey, this dude's got a fucking island. It's just a massive fucking party. It's hedonism. You go down there. You go down there. Free drinks.
We're going to bang a
great
14-year-old?
music.
Not going to do it.
Exactly. You get down there and maybe something seems a little off.
Sure.
Part of the party is a little on the young side. You're like,
maybe the painting of Bill Clinton naked, dressed like a baby,
you know,
the eyes keep moving.
Yeah. Whatever. But you could go a couple times, not partake in the fuckery, but be there for the party and just be like, it's kind of a cool place. Something doesn't seem right and be gone. Guess what? But you're on the list. Or, I mean, are you on the manifest of showing up? There's pictures of you there.
Sure.
But that's the other half of the coin. But are you on the list of people that required to be banging 14-year-old girls? And God knows if this is even true. There's so much bullshit with this.
Who the fuck knows?
What is this? The Getty Museum? People are saying that there's underground fucking tunnels. There's hundreds of thousands of kids in cages underneath it in secret tunnels.
Who the fuck knows?
If this is remotely true, how are federal agents not raiding this place and going down there and finding them?
Because the powers that be
dude, I don't believe it's to the extent that these people are doing it.
I don't know that like the pizza shop has fucking babies and Hillary Clinton fucking puts kid blood up her pussy. I don't know that. You know?
You remember was it the Wayfair thing?
No.
Where they were allegedly I don't want to say charged, but they were provoked or fuck, I can't think of the fucking name right now. They would put up a dresser for sale.
Oh yeah, I do.
And it was named the Annabelle.
Yeah,
and it was $9,999.
Sure,
and they were promoting that as trafficking children.
Don't know.
Right. Here's my thing with this.
I have bought things off Wayfair.
Here's my thing.
I got a cabinet.
Yeah.
I didn't get a fucking...
You open it up, there's no child inside.
Well,
you had to put it together, and there's no kid that just showed up and you put it in the cabinet.
There was painted fingernails.
I mean, come on. If these people are doing this, they're not hiding it. Everybody's like, they're showing you, they're telling you in plain sight. They're not. This is fucking 18 levels of secrecy. Yeah, they're not just telling you that, hey, you buy this fucking cabinet for $10,000 and this sex trafficking kid, and it's out there for any fucking idiot to see. This is not true. We've all seen Taken. No. We've all seen. Right. I don't believe any of this shit.
No.
And all these conspiracy theorists are like, oh, the Getty, whatever this Getty Museum is, there's underground tunnels that are miles long. There's hundreds of thousands of kids in cages. Okay, so you're putting that out there.
Sure.
Nobody's looking into this.
Show me some proof.
And why aren't they? Because we all know it's fucking bullshit.
Right.
And this is why I hate conspiracy theorists.
I'll give you credit.
Oh, so much shit.
That is a pro-democratic stance that you're taking, right? Pro-democracy or whatever. Democrats.
No. Yeah. We all want. This is the problem with the word democracy and Democrats. They don't run the same.
They're not the same thing.
They're not. They're complete opposites.
Right. Do you think it? And I really believe this to be true. they had, so the Trump campaign or the Trump presidency, they had this shit in the hopper, right? The Russian collusion dossier, Clapper, all these people, right? They had them all kind of dead to rights, and now they got the presidency, and they're waiting for the time where there's going to be a little bit of public blowback. Oh shit! Sorry, Freud. Blowback. So they're waiting for this time where, let's say that, and this was really smart on the Democrats. They go, all right, cool. You're the president. Where's the list now? Because you're on the list. And now that there's that whole spin zone of like, is Trump on the list or whatever, right? So even some Republicans are saying, well, what the fuck? Like even some really prominent podcasters like Andrew Schultz is saying, okay, so they said when they get in the power, they're going to release the list because this is one of the biggest stories in the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Right. And now they're not. And you ran on the principle that you're going to get the list out. Now, from a pro-Republican standpoint, I could say, okay, let's say that for the first time ever, the people in power have the list. Democratic senators, famous people, all this other shit, people that could be compromised if the list was leaked, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to use that as a bargaining chip to get people to shut the fuck up?
Yeah. And if this was such a big deal, why didn't Biden release it?
Sure. Right.
He's at it. This is the smear campaign. You guys all think that Trump's all over this thing. Why didn't the Biden administration just say, here's the list? He's on it. Problem is, if there is a list, there is an equal number of high profile people on both sides.
Everybody's fucked. Yeah. Right. Everybody. Right. So wouldn't you want, if you were in power of said list, right? Let's say you're Trump. A lot of people, you're Trump, right? You have the list. And you can say to the people that are on the list, we're probably not going to release it, but you better play fucking ball.
Yeah.
Or do you also think, and this is my original question, it was really hot and heavy. Where's the list? Where's the list? Where's the list? Even Democrats now are saying, okay, you said you want the power. Where's the fucking list?
Musk said he was going to release it.
Yeah. You wanted the power. You're on the list, whatever. And now they start doing all this Russian dossier, all this other shit to sway the news. I think it's a dual-pronged effort, like much like the Democrats have done for the last however many years, right? Hunter Biden's riding a Ferrari with a gun to a hooker's head, getting blown while smoking crack and filming it. And then magically we are talking about Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a fucking, it's a sleight of hand move, right? So I think the Republicans are really guilty of that right now. And I consider myself to be a moderate, but I do vote predominantly Republican because I like my money. And I think that there's a lot of fucking people that are just fucking around with my money.
Yeah.
And I do think it's one of the first times ever in any Trump administration where they're sleight of handing it over here. Because now anything in the news right now is all about Clinton and is Barack Obama compromised on stuff. And they might have the receipts on that shit.
Yeah.
But in one fucking day, they moved away from the list.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm a huge believer if that list does exist, and if that list ever came out, it would literally destroy
everything,
the entire government.
Yeah.
There'd be fucking riots.
So I listened to a podcast about how Jeffrey Epstein came into power. Okay. So he was a professor at, I believe, a college.
Okay? Oh yeah. I never understood this. I just knew the dude was worth a shit ton of money, had an island, had
Worth enough.
parties, and then
Okay.
I heard.
So
all this
he's
shit going on.
he's a teacher at a high school
All right.
that got flagged for being predatory against younger girls. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. And he was hired without a teaching degree. I don't believe he ever even finished college.
Okay.
Okay. Then magically he starts a company. So now that you're compromised, now we got you. So he starts a company, and now the company is a hedge fund management company. And magically he gets clients that are associated with the person that hired him for the high school, because the guy that runs the people that he runs the organization that hires the people, he has a lot of very influential friends. So they got you. You're dead to rights. You're either going to be a creep that has no job ever, or you're going to do what we tell you to do. Literally 4 years after he starts his own company, hedge fund company, his new company, the Jeffrey Epstein company, or whatever the fuck it's called, they only work with people that have $1 billion in liquidity. Then some dude that has all the money in the world, the guy that basically gifted him the townhouse in New York City, that is worth like $25 million, right? Other than the Vanderbilt home in Asheville, it's the single most valuable independently owned residence in the entire country.
Yeah.
In the entire country, right? He gives Jeffrey Epstein, who's a teacher that was accused of sexual assault, got thrown out, started a company. He gives that guy his power of attorney over all of his money. And
the red flag should be going up.
And that's when that motherfucker's on the scene, right?
Yeah.
So now he's got literally $1 billion in power of attorney wealth. He's wielding the big old dick, and he's not a bad looking guy. And now he's starting to rub elbows with really powerful people. And then he gets more money. He buys a fucking island. He starts throwing these parties.
I imagine in the beginning, the party started out just like, we're having models walk around serving caviar, pouring champagne, and everything. And then it progressively got to be like, hey man, you need a girl? Whatever. Yes, you with your hand up.
Do you know the person by which he was given the power of attorney, what that person was in charge of?
No, I don't. I know nothing about
a little company called Victoria's Secret.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, he's not a patsy because he's guilty, but he was so compromised for being a fucking creep, the person he is, right? Or was, because he's dead now, allegedly. Daryl, go ahead.
Small tangent.
Sure.
Victoria's Secret.
Mm-hmm.
The conspiracy theorists think they're all dudes. Your thoughts?
I don't agree whatsoever.
Okay, I am with you.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the conspiracy theorists are literally trying to throw every piece of shit they can at the wall, see what sticks. Okay, so carry on. So
if let's say you're the primary power of attorney holdings company, really what he was.
Deep dives with 2 dolts, a third show while we're fucking hammered. Do not take any of this. Just do not base what we're saying for any argument you may or may not make in the future.
So let's say that you're a complete piece of shit, right? You're a medium piece of shit, and I love you. You're my best friend. But
so if I upgraded to a complete piece of shit,
yeah,
one more, I got
no
level
moral
up.
regard for anything, right?
Yeah,
and I put you in charge of the #1 leading lingerie company in the world, and also the #1 leading going and getting hot chicks to be a feeder pond to potentially be a Victoria's Secret model, right?
Hey, you B-list, A-listers are on the runway.
Sure.
B-list, you guys want to up your game? Come to my island, serve drinks. Here's the pipeline.
Yep. And then it goes a step further, right? So Ghislaine Maxwell.
I don't know how to say her real. I don't know.
I think it's Ghislaine.
Okay.
I think
I'm not 100%, but I'm going to go with you. I think it's close.
I'm thinking I'm doing a good job, right?
Yeah. I'll roll with that.
Her father has ties to, I believe, what's that one country that's getting bombed like crazy?
Gaza, Hamas.
Yes,
Israel.
Sure. Israel, sure. There's a rule in place for there's a law in place, I believe, in Israel for giving up information when you get caught in a lie, and that actually is tied back to her father, who was a guy that went and compromised people, and he was basically a spy for Israel. So you have this guy that's compromised in the United States. He magically gets the power of attorney for one of the wealthiest guys in America that also has primary holding company for Victoria's Secret. And now you get this girl whose father has ties to Hamas and was a spy that would actually compile information. And if you spoke against the information, it was actually called the Maxwell Rule. So this guy was obviously compromised by the government or whoever, very powerful people that then was fed to the government. And now we have this magical island that you're going one step further, right? Which is child trafficking, all the shit, which is totally gross and whatever. Yeah, sure. Allegedly. But now we have this area where there's a direct tie to a spy network through Ghislaine and her father. There's a guy that came into a crazy amount of wealth from doing nothing.
Dumb luck.
From doing nothing other than being a creep teacher at a high school.
Yeah. Dumb luck.
And now we have all the most powerful people in the world on a ledger going to this island.
Dude, and that's the other half of that coin. When you know you're doing shit illegally like that, I guess there's two sides to that coin. One, you keep a notebook to cover your ass as a bargaining chip. Or two, you don't do that because we all know if shit goes south, there's nothing to connect us.
Also, so there's a point where Icarus flew too close to the sun and got fucking burned, right? So there's a point where you probably think for a very long time you're untouchable. Now, he got nabbed in, I believe, 2002 for it. It should have been for something more egregious than what he got caught for, right? The DA at the time in Florida gives him a sweetheart deal. He still has to register as a sex offender. But instead of what he got caught for, it was for like soliciting underage prostitution.
Sure.
Right? He goes back to New York and still keeps doing the same shit. Then they get the fucking island. Then they're flying people over. It's like, obviously, like all the Bill Gates stuff where Bill Gates comes out allegedly. Don't kill me. I'm not suicidal. I have been suicidal in my life. I'm not suicidal right now. They go out and they get Bill Gates. They get the Clintons. And the Clintons, God knows how many people have accidentally killed themselves.
The amount of
they have like 55 bodies that are
speculated to be tied to Hillary Clinton it's an astronomical number. And I'm not telling you it's like 100,000 people, but just the fact that
it's a legit 55 plus people
was the first lady of the United States and then ran for senator or governor, all this shit. Fact that she has this amount of bodies speculatively tied to her is insane. Yes, sir. You with your hand up.
Hey, who was running for Senate for New York City against Hillary Clinton when she was running? You might remember his name. It's pretty famous. John F. Kennedy Jr.
Yeah.
And what happened to him?
He's dead.
When he was running against her. Yeah, he got into a plane.
But here, yeah.
I'm saying, dude,
a lot of this shit. And here's the thing, even with this Epstein thing, we all know black ops are there. We've all seen the movies. We all seen the capabilities. We know the government can do shit like whatever. Epstein allegedly hangs himself.
Mm-hmm.
But in a weird twist, the cameras in that wing are offline.
Mm-hmm. They released a video.
Coincidence level is off the chains.
Also, the guards fell asleep.
Yeah. One guy's sleeping. The other guy couldn't get his key in the fucking thing, and the cameras are off.
Yeah.
All this shit is, but here's the thing: it's like if you're legit looking to kill him, why do you not introduce something to his food, have him have a massive heart attack and die? Why do you have him hang himself? The cameras go. Why are you introducing all this shit that people can fucking feed off of and go? There's mad questions around here.
Sure.
Our government can't be this fucking stupid.
But
can they? I don't understand this. I mean, you could have done this in a billion different ways that would have made it look like, whoops. But the fact that he hung himself in a cell, one of the guards was sleeping, and the cameras just happened to be off.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you giving the public that information to just run with it and go, something stinks here?
Dude.
Why can you not have him fucking shivved in the shower?
Sure.
Okay, dude gets fucking 4 guys, grab him in the shower and shiv the fuck out of him and kill him. Dude, we would believe that child molester goes to jail.
Sure.
Or child, trafficker, whatever. We all know how that happens. You go to jail as a sexual predator, or you kill a female or whatever. The inmates don't take too well. The lifers don't take well to that.
Let's go back.
Why did you do that instead? But they're not. No, let's shut the cameras off. Let's have a guard fall asleep and let's have him hang himself.
Okay, so let's go back
what
to
the fuck, man.
Let's go back to the Kennedy assassination, right? Lee Harvey Oswald kills a cop outside of a movie theater, goes to the movie theater, gets arrested, right?
Yeah.
As he's being taken in, he gets shot by Jack Ruby. Jack Ruby had ties to the mob. Okay. Jack Ruby gets put in a prison cell. Jack Ruby gets visited by people and a reporter that had ties to MK Ultra, which was the mind control end of the CIA, which created Ted Kaczynski, which created Manson, all those people, right? Jack Ruby loses his mind and dies of a heart attack after the reporters visit him. So, like, dead men tell no ties. Tell no tales. Fuck me in the dick. So it kind of stops there. Oswald's dead. Jack Ruby, who was prompted to shoot Oswald out of the blue, that had ties to the mob, that got Kennedy elected.
Dude, it's just
It's been going on forever. It goes on and on and on and on and on, right? My biggest question to you is, last week, the biggest story was Democrats and some Republicans that were pro-Trump people were starting to wane against Trump and say, okay, motherfucker, you got the list. Where's the list? And now here comes Hillary Clinton was tied to the Steele dossier. Fucking Barack Obama spied on the
Russian
thing.
collusion. Yeah.
Russia collusion. We're all being wagged, dude.
Yeah.
And whether you're pro-Republican, pro-Democrat, we should be very angry against the Democrat or against the government. Sorry, my bad. I'm drunk.
Dude, we should be angry at the government every day of our lives. There's no reason that we should be paying the taxes we are paying for them to just waste money. And, you know, everybody's pissed about Musk coming in the whole Doge thing.
Sure.
Did your eyes get opened to the ridiculous amount of our money, the money that you're losing every week in your paycheck, that is getting blatantly spent on complete and utter
they label
bullshit.
it incorrectly, you know, and this is my problem with the government in general, you know, and let's take Democrats off of it. And
just government in general, dude. It's ridiculous.
They'll say, okay, so we sent $23 billion to name a country, right?
Sure.
And it's the United States sent that over there. What is not packaged in the details is that it's your money, my money, my kids' money, because we're borrowing against a debt that we can't pay for.
No.
So every person
ridiculous,
in America is literally, if you look at national debt, I think it was like $323,000 in debt. But we keep on collecting taxes from wages, from gas, from all the shit.
Everything.
Yeah, everything's taxed, right? And we say, well, it's a diplomatic thing. We need to go and throw whatever it was to Ukraine, right? But that's on a compound interest because we don't have the money to give them the money. China owns literally all of our debt.
Yeah.
So part of the national debt clock, have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
So
the one thing that it really pisses me off. Two things that piss me off. And actually, there's like a lot that pisses me off. And we can this could go on forever. One, I bust my ass for 40 or more hours a week. The government and the state that I live in, most states, take 38% of my money.
Yeah.
Gone. I decide that I want to move out to the country and I want to buy 10 acres.
Sure.
Joe Schmo sells me that for gives me a deal, 50 grand.
Yep.
I pay taxes on that 50 grand that I spent.
Debt per taxpayer,
okay.
$323,000.
I guess I won't finish that thought.
Sorry, go ahead.
But every year I have to pay taxes on the land that I bought that I was already taxed on.
Yeah.
Why? I bought that land. I paid you my fair amount of tax for buying that land. Now I own this. It's mine. It's not yours. I'm not paying you every month for it. I paid for it. Why am I paying every fucking year?
And here's the thing that tries to piggyback off that. Your tax rate for the last 3 years might be X.
Yeah.
And then they go, it's going to go up by 35%.
Why?
For nothing.
The same thing with these assessments
Yeah.
that are absolutely out of control. People are like living in a $110,000 house, and they're like, "Well, we value your house at $250." Oh no, you're
Cent to win.
no.
Yeah.
Why is it double?
Yep.
I'm not getting this for my house.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
insanity the amount of money that we are throwing away. And I was hoping like Trump or somebody would just open everybody's eyes and just be like, "Hey, man, it's enough is enough."
I would venture to guess that, let's say you earn $1, right? For every dollar you earn, I bet you in pocket money is probably 30 cents.
You're probably
It's probably
damn
high.
close. You're probably damn close.
Yeah. So you go get $100,000 a year job, right? And you think you're fucking crushing it,
100 G, you're 6 figures. You're doing well, right?
smashing it, right? But everything you buy is taxed. Everything you make is taxed. The apartment that you have is taxed. The house you have is like the phone bill you have is taxed. Like everything is taxed. And what do we do with the government? We contribute to this fucking thing that is just constantly going up.
37 billion.
Trillion.
Right? Trillion. That's trillion. Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
So you have a baby today. That baby actually owes $323,000.
Yeah.
Sorry, the baby until it's 18 only owes $108,000.
Yeah, but still, fuck off, man.
Like, what are we fucking doing? And I think the tariff thing is good. I think we have some friends.
I don't think a lot of people understand it, and it got thrown out there. They're like, listen, Trump's raising these tariffs, and everybody's like, oh my god, all this shit's going up, blah 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 blah, and fuck Trump and for doing this, and then they're like, listen, these other countries charge us 60%. Trump just raised it to 30 to cut it in half.
Sure.
But we're paying more, but we don't realize what's happening on the back end of this.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, just because they hate him. And I have this one, I've told you this 100 times, this fucking Subaru driver spends most of her time just shitting Trump.
Sure.
Like, listen,
it's easy.
It's the low-hanging fruit.
Sure.
Because you didn't vote for him.
Sure.
And it's like every time I make a mention, I actually had to preface something. Somebody shit on what was going on, whatever. I'm like, listen, I voted for Trump, but I don't believe in everything he does. So don't call me a maggot. Don't call me a cultist. Don't whatever. I'm like, I'm not on a boat parade. I don't have a flag in my yard. I don't have his fucking cardboard cutout. I don't have a red hat. I voted for him because Kamala Harris is complete and utter garbage, which got proven in the election.
Obviously.
Biden obviously was not mentally there with the auto pen and all this shit that's coming out. I like the guy because he's not a politician. And we need more of that.
Yeah.
We all know there's not one politician that is honest. There's no honest politicians anymore. There might have been 100 years ago.
Well, I mean,
not anymore.
Even going back to Kennedy, he won the election, number one, because it was one of the first televised, I think the first televised debate, and Nixon was sweating like a fucking fat pig. But number two, he was the first Catholic to ever win. And number three, his family, the Kennedys, made the bulk of their fortune during Prohibition.
Yeah.
So everything since Kennedy, if not before that, has been backed by money and influence, whether you like it or not.
We all, and if you don't know this, you should literally lose your right to vote. We all know this.
Yeah.
And I've said it 100 times. I'm like, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a liberal, whatever. When it comes time to vote, you tell me what you're running for. Trump, make America great again. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. The other guy's just like, oh, whatever. I'm like, listen, man, I kind of like what this guy's doing.
Sure.
In 3.5 years, if the Democratic Party ever recovers from this complete fuck job that they stuck up their own ass.
And they're infighting more than anything.
Oh, I know. It's
crazy.
Which should tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
And one thing I don't like is when you get your license, you have to register as a Democrat or Republican. Why? I don't want to pick.
No, me either.
Because I don't want to be labeled like, you register as a Republican. Because if I fuck up down the road, they're like, you're a Republican. I'm like, no, motherfucker. I just clicked the box.
Yeah.
Whoever has the best ideas that I think are going to enrich my life more. And guess what? I'm going to vote for that guy. If it's a Democrat, I'm voting for you. And guess what happens? If he doesn't win or she doesn't win,
they're out.
My life is going to go on. I'm going to wake up the next day. I'm going to go to work.
Yep.
I'm going to buy groceries. I'm going to buy gas.
Sure.
I'm going to continue down my life. I am not going to dwell on this. I am not going to post on Facebook every fucking day about the guy that I don't like, that I hate. I don't remember the hate for Biden as it is for Trump. All I remember is everybody making fun of Biden for not knowing where he was.
Well, no,
the things he said,
what got
wandering
me the most,
in different directions.
The sympathy. So, like, oh, he's just, that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
So let's say that Trump just comes out of pocket and just starts doing what Trump does, right? Fucking talking like this and fucking doing his thing, right? There's no sympathy for the fact that he might have been up for 18 hours, right?
Yeah.
But when Biden falls down on a stage or falls up the fucking stairs, it was like, or falls off a bicycle, it was like, it's just him. Like, you actually want that guy in charge, right? Yeah. Like,
you wanted the latest thing is when the report came out last week about Trump's legs swelling.
I didn't hear that. No.
Well, all right. So it just happened. He went to the doctor, whatever. He's got a problem with his legs swelling if he sits too long or whatever. Mm-hmm. You want to know what the fucking asshole liberals and Democrats and the Subaru drivers are saying? Clots and prayers. That's what they're posting in every fucking Facebook group. Clots and because they want a blood clot. Like, listen, you post that. Why are you not getting banned from Facebook after I made a fucking hilarious joke about Biden's dog?
Uh-huh.
And I got banned from fucking. I got banned from Twitter.
How about
forever? How are you not getting banned for this? How are you're literally threatening a sitting president? You want him to die. You're wishing death on him. Yeah. What? Why are? And it's insane how the left and the liberals are fucking so ingrained in the hate.
What's crazy is like
I didn't hate Biden. I didn't like him. I laughed at his shit that he did,
his gas,
and I made fun of it.
Sure,
that's all I did. I never once said I want that guy to die.
Well, I think the key word is like vitriol, right?
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, you couldn't talk bad about the president at all,
dude. It didn't matter. Yeah. Holy shit! I mean, dude, you remember when we were kids? It didn't matter who got in. That was our president, and we were behind him no matter what.
Yeah.
Whatever he wanted was allegedly for the better of our country, and we stood behind it. Now, holy fuck, I hate it. I hate the politics. I hate it.
Well, I'm guilty of it too, because like when Biden fell off the bike,
I couldn't laugh hard enough.
These bullshit like press pieces of like, oh,
fluff.
Look at him, he's so active, he's on a bike, and then he falls off of it, and you're like, come on,
Yeah,
come on. Give it a little, like.
And the thing is, during that whole presidency, he got in. We all know it was bullshit. Won by a landslide. That was complete garbage. We all.
I would call shenanigans on that.
I will. Yeah. And then, as the years went by, the decline was evident. but they
Years
would not. They would just like,
months,
he
yeah.
is fine. Cognitively, he's great.
Oh,
His
he's
fucking
sharp as a
skills,
tack.
sharp as a tack. All of a sudden, they're like, this dude's in trouble.
Oh, no.
And they buried that. And like
Dude.
Kamala is like, no, he's the fight. He's in the greatest
Jean
place
Pierre,
ever.
whatever the fuck, the chick that looks like fucking Matt McCusker's wife.
Yeah.
Like, dude, she wrote a book about, and it was titled Independent. And she was the main speaker because Biden never spoke for the White House and all Biden's actions. And now she's saying that she was a puppet.
Yeah.
Fucking Taffer or whoever the fuck it was wrote a book. Like, they're all writing books going, hey guys, wasn't me.
Yeah.
You're on fucking video saying, I was with him yesterday. He was sharp as a tack. Like, get the fuck out of here.
We all saw it in front of us, and you tried to cover it up, and you tried to lie about it, and you tried to make up
I wouldn't
stories.
say tried. They did.
Yeah,
They
well,
did.
they did an all right job about it, because then afterwards it all come out in this whole auto pen thing. And it's like, hey, wait a second, dude. Why'd you pardon your whole entire family as you're literally an hour before you're leaving office?
Uh-huh.
Why? What did they do wrong? They didn't do anything wrong. But
Sure.
why did you pardon them all? Weird.
There's so much fuckery. Yeah. But again, like, we'd be naive to say that this is the first time that a presidency has had fuckery. Clinton, define what sex is.
Yeah.
You know, whoever.
Dude,
you know,
the one president, I wasn't a huge fan of Obama, but I'll tell you what.
He could speak.
That's the thing right there. He could talk. He was an eloquent speaker. Yeah. He was very, very, very good about that.
Sure, he's married to a dude.
That was the one thing I really appreciated about him as a president. Like, you saw him in these summits and everything. When he would talk, I mean,
he was
again, he wasn't my guy, but he captivated me because he was a good speaker.
I agree.
He made fucking phenomenal points. He was the guy. I wish every president, even Trump, could talk like Obama.
Oh my God, me too.
Trump doesn't give a fuck. And the thing is, that's his problem.
It's his brand.
It is. And we all know what we're getting into. And I would, like I said, man, I don't agree with everything he says and does. I wish he could tone it down some. And I wish his handlers would be like, hey, bro, like, even during one of those, what did they have? The debates?
Yeah.
He come out acting like a fool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why didn't you not get in his earpiece and go, bro, calm down. Stop shitting on her. You are crushing her right now.
Yep.
Don't make it work. And he's just like, oh, fuck it.
Well, because he was the only person that didn't have an earpiece in.
Yeah. Yeah. Her earrings. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Like, yeah.
Boy, we did not budget our time well here.
Anyways, here's Hunter Biden talking about crack.
Oh, God.
So I can get a beer.
I don't know how anybody can defend this family after this. I mean, this just from the jump, this dude was a massive liability. Yes, you with your hand up in the back.
So he has to defend the idea that his dad was cognizant, so he can defend the fact that he had a pardon. So he's coming out of pocket going, my dad was this. I've been clean since then. He's defending the idea that his pardon wasn't an auto pen type of situation.
Yeah, but
that's what I think this is.
When did
theory?
When did this all start? When did the Hunter shit into Biden's presidency? When did the Hunter ship break? Early, right?
Way early.
Yeah, like he was president and this happened months later.
Well, no, so the laptop,
which had the video of,
was going up until voting day.
Okay, so it was all right.
Hmm.
See, I didn't know the timeline and whatever, but I'm like,
Yeah,
all right,
so
so it was early.
it was early it was late in the political run, but early in the voting stage. And there's 55 FBI agents that attested that that was a fake laptop story. So if you said anything on social media about Hunter Biden's laptop, or if you put any picture up, which fucked me big
Yeah,
time.
yeah, the Halloween thing, right?
Yeah.
Which was literally right before election.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which was an actual picture from his actual fucking laptop with a Spirit of Halloween banner over it.
yeah.
I got shut out of not only like posting on Facebook for myself, but I couldn't mark it for 45 35 or 45 days. Yeah, it's egregious. I actually believe that that image was, this is tinfoil hat, I believe the image was created by the government at the time. This is going deep, dude.
Yeah, I think you're a little too deep here.
I believe the image was created by the government, so anyone that posted or reposted it would get flagged and disabled from commenting on Facebook.
Yeah, they tried to scrub that from the internet as fast as they could, which makes Facebook and Zuckerberg complicit in all this.
In which Zuckerberg's come out even on Rogan and said, yeah, we were getting contacted.
Yeah. In Musk says the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Twitter file. If Musk didn't buy Twitter, Facebook would be so fucking gay right now.
Yeah. It's incredible that I have got sucked into saying shit that I shouldn't say.
No way.
And posting it. And I'm like, well, here comes the ban. And I don't get the alert. I don't get the ban. It's like I can get away a little more freely than I used to in the past where I was getting bans. Because Aubrey brings it up all the time. She goes, how many days has it been since you've been banned on Facebook? And I'm like, fuck off. And I was like, it's been like 2 years. And I go to my account services and whatever, and I look, and I'm like, my rap sheet's probably 3 or 4 screenshots long.
I would say
it's been a while.
2021.
Yeah. And when this shit stopped, when it actually hit the fan with them, and they realized that, like, we can't be doing this.
Yeah.
And I mean, sure, there's still things that you can say or do that'll cross the line. Yeah. But there's things that I would just like make a joke about. And all of a sudden, as soon as I post it, bang, you've been banned for 30 days. I'm like, fuck. And I go to my backup account. Well, since it's linked to my main account, I get that one banned too. Now I'm fucked. Now my wife has to run my entire business because I'm banned. All my friends are texting me and posting on my wall. I can still see it, but I can't reply or do anything about it. I'm like, fuck you guys. And everybody's like, why do you gotta be like this? Well, because I say what needs to be said.
Sure.
I'm not shying away from that. I will always say the things that you all are thinking, but don't have the balls to say it. I'll say it because I don't give a fuck. Because I'm not fake. I'm not pussyfooting around shit. If I call bullshit, I'm calling bullshit. I'm going to call you on it.
And what's weird is, like, if I would have put us in a bucket, right? Like mega Republican to moderate to liberal, I would put both of us in the moderate bucket. Yeah. I just would.
Yeah.
The problem is that Democrats sprinted into the woods on the left with no compass.
Yeah, they went hard.
If you look at like old videos of in 2016 of Hillary Clinton running for president, she was saying worse things about immigrants than Trump does.
It's hilarious when people dig up that thing and they're pulling these quotes and they're like, who said this? And everybody's like, well, Trump did. They're like, no, this was Obama. No, this was Biden. And this was Hillary Clinton. And they're like, dude, it blows people's minds. They're like, they just assume that Trump said this. I'm like, wait a second. You're telling me that you guys can't distinguish who's saying what, even though your political leaders and the people that you are
Sure.
fucking beating your drums so hard for said this shit 8 years ago?
Yeah.
But once you find out it's them, you're like, well, they didn't mean it. The fuck they did it.
Fuck you. Yeah.
And it's every
Fuck
time
that.
they do that, they're like, all right, they pull that quote from Obama and the Clinton immigration things are
Oh,
great.
dude.
They're like, here's this quote. Who said it?
Yeah.
Well, Trump did. No, that was Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
She's on your side. She's a Democrat like you are.
And
they're
how
like,
many
nope. I'm like,
how many people did Obama get out of the country?
deport. Oh, that is a
Like
phenomenal.
3.2 million people.
Yes, the amount of people that Clinton and Obama deported compared to what Trump has. And here's my favorite thing: this alligator Alcatraz. I love it.
Sure.
All the Democrats are like, "This is
Bad
you should
name,
be doing
but-
this." I love it. I'm all for it. Listen, these people aren't just here because their visa expired. These people have been charged with a crime in their home country and now are here illegally.
So 2 crimes.
Now, yeah, and now you want to defend them. But guess what? They break into your fucking house and kill one of your children. How are you going to feel?
Sure.
Are you going to defend them? No. So here's my favorite thing that just came out. All these people are getting interviewed at Alligator Alcatraz.
Uh-huh.
Conflicting reports.
Mm.
One, mosquitoes are the size of frisbees, and it's freezing cold in here.
It's in fucking Florida.
If the air conditioning's cranked up in there and it's so cold, guess what's not happening? Mosquitoes are not coming around, you stupid fucks.
Sweet.
I just love these people trying to defend these criminals. These are fucking bad people that are getting sent there. This isn't somebody that just was here on a student visa and overstayed it. Those people are getting detained.
Sure.
And we're like, you got 2 choices. Make this right or you're fucking out of here. You're
Yeah.
not going there. These are MS-13 people that have bad crimes that happen in our home country that are going to Alcatraz Island or Alligator Alcatraz. And everybody's like, this is inhumane. You can't have it both ways, you stupid fucks.
And you can't have laws that are set aside for American citizens to represent non-American citizens that broke into the country.
Everybody's like, they're that one guy that fell through the roof of the nursery, whatever.
Sure.
Like they weren't even there for him. Why is he running?
Yeah.
I don't really feel bad for him.
No. Now,
I mean, the other half of this coin is all you guys are crying about these illegal aliens that are here. Say you're an American citizen. You live right here in Buffalo, New York.
Mm-hmm.
You figure that Trump's president and you want to better yourself. You want to get away from this because he's so terrible. He's going to ruin your life. You decide to go to another country.
Sure.
You don't file the paperwork. You just show up saying, I'm an American. I'm going to live here because America's terrible.
Yeah.
You think they're going to allow that?
You're fucked.
Yeah. And what other country allows you to come in and start instituting your way of life like you lived in America? You abide by these other countries' rules or they fuck your shit up. I'm sorry.
Well,
Same thing here. It's like all the Muslims and shit. They're wearing their headdresses and all this funky shit. They're allowed to do that here because we let them. If we were to go to Iran and run American flag up our pole and start singing the Star-Spangled Banner every day,
sure,
and telling them that they need to speak English because we're here now, they're gonna put a gun to your head and blow your fucking brains out.
Oh, so this is happening in Ireland like fucking crazy. So there's a massive revolt from true Irish American citizens. And what's been happening is they do have some forms of democracy, mayor of a town, all that kind of shit, right?
Sure.
So there's been this influx from the government saying it's okay if you come from the Sudan or wherever the fuck it is, right?
Huh.
And there's an influx of Muslim people coming into those communities and outweighing the people, and they're all living for free. They're not working, they don't open shops, whatever, right? So they're all getting paid by the Irish citizens to have apartments, to have a living wage, all this shit, right? So the Irish tax dollars are going to fund from people coming into this country. And then those people, once they have actual residency, they're running for mayor. And it's happening in Europe as well.
Yeah.
So there are people that are the mayor of towns in the UK that don't even speak fucking English. Why would you? Well, okay, let's say that me, you, and Ortez, we have a shitty group chat, right? It's atrocious.
You mean pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's atrocious, but
it is. It's cringeworthy at best.
Yeah, please don't ever look in that. But like, if those are our ideals, right? That's our credo. That's how we live by, right? Why would we go to a fucking church banquet and try to say the same shit?
Yeah,
we wouldn't, right? Why would you escape a country with the laws that are actually hurting you as a person or as a society or as a way of being or whatever it is, and then you go to Ireland and you still keep those same principles? That makes no fucking sense to me.
We deal with it here all the time with these fucking Muslims. They all wear their headdresses. They all wear the fucking masks and shit. And we allow them to come into the stores. It's like there's signs in a lot of stores that I go to that say masks and headdresses and shit must be taken off or we will not serve you. And people are like, well, it sounds constitutional to these people. No, it's not. This is the way as Americans we live. Why are we caving to cultures that are not ours, that are in other countries? I am diehard. America is the greatest country on earth. We should not be bowing down to these other people and making these changes. I should not have to press 1 for English when I call someplace.
Well, so America was founded on the principles of religious freedom, right?
Yeah.
So, with that said, there's a fundamental problem with, let's say, some places in Minnesota where the Ilhan Omar lady is, or I saw some videos. Blue light. I saw some videos of
so bad.
I believe it's like Baltimore, where they changed the regulations of the city for noise ordinances so Muslims can pray 5 times a day. You know what I mean?
No,
so it's
not happening.
Now, that's all based on the fundamental idea that America was founded on the idea of religious freedom. You can be Jewish, you can be whatever, right?
Sure.
Quakers mostly did it, right? But some societies their religion is their race. And the principles of the race are not necessarily associated with the religion. So like Sharia law, there's sooner or later in America, and we're really close to it anyways, there's going to be some places that are set up where the mayor dictates what happens with the city, and he's going to be a Sharia law guy because there's more population for people to vote for Sharia law than there are for white people or blacks or Latinos or whoever to circumvent that thing. And so now what? You can stone a woman for showing her fucking ankles?
That's
now
the thing.
that's where religion shouldn't dictate law.
No, and that's one thing I don't understand here. You moved to our country.
Yes.
When you come here, do you still need the full fucking headdress where just your eyes are showing?
Now that's religion. Can't touch it. But assimilate.
But all this shit and why are these women allowed to drive? And I'll tell you one thing: the instant I see one of these people in a turban or the fucking headdress in a car, they're the fucking worst drivers ever.
I agree.
They're worse than elderly Chinese women.
And that's saying a lot.
It is saying a lot. Why is this the thing then? Like, you come here and all of a sudden now they have all these rights you don't have at home, but you're still fucking have to abide by wearing the full headdress and shit. If I own a fucking grocery store or if I own a fucking corner store, here's the thing. You walk in and your fucking head's covered, you have two choices. You got to leave, take that shit off. Like, there's so many places now that are banning these. A lot of the black kids are wearing, which I don't understand why they're wearing them in 90 degrees. They're called shiesties.
Yeah, because they're shysters.
Yeah, they're like the fucking head masks and shit. Why are you wearing it on a 90-degree day?
Well, so if you look at...
But I'm telling you one thing. Fuck this shit.
So remember the...
Why are we just caving to everyone? We're gonna get run over. We used to be the greatest.
We're trying to be too nice.
That's the thing is, fuck you, dude. When I call you, I don't want to get fucking rerouted to Pakistan and have to fucking fight with a mirror to understand what he's saying. Give me somebody that speaks clear English.
Right. I agree.
Stop making me press digits to hear fucking English being spoken.
Well, so
Spanish, fuck you guys, fuck the border, all you Mexican motherfuckers. Your tacos are great. I love you guys. I love your food. But seriously,
I love Mexicans.
Stop.
No, so what is going to screw us in the long run is the bylaws by which the Constitution was run on, right? Or
hang on.
Yep.
Shoo.
What?
I pulled out my my headphones real quick. You got quiet. I'm like, what happened?
Sorry. Yeah, we don't need that again. Put two more.
We're getting way too deep for 1 o'clock in the morning.
So like, would you? Okay, so remember the? I think we covered this like 3 years ago or 4 years ago. The people that it was a Christian bakery, and they had a same-sex cake. Right?
Yeah.
Now, we love gay people.
Sure.
Now, to me, the gay people probably shouldn't have picked a Christian bakery.
Yeah, I mean, read the room, kind of thing.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
But yeah.
So, but that's kind of the same argument you have with you move here, you believe in a certain religion, and the religion, whether we like it or not, says that the women has to be covered from head to toe, right? So there's going to be some of that. What I don't like,
you're not there anymore.
The religion is ever present.
Religion is fucking stupid.
I agree.
Complete and utter bullshit.
It's all fake, right?
It's all fake.
But
sorry to you religious fanatics that are diehard and go to church. I've seen way too many people recently. All of a sudden we have this phenomenal relationship with God that just came out of nowhere. And they're like, oh, I feel so great. I'm like, man, I believe in some weird shit, but I don't worship
karma.
Fake deity. That's shitty thing is I keep doing the right thing in thinking that karma is going to come back around. And it never comes around. So I have adopted this philosophy of I don't give a fuck anymore. Karma's not real. If I got a chance to punch you in the dick and nothing's gonna happen to me, I'm gonna kick you in the cock.
That's fair.
I'm done.
Yeah, no, I think what shouldn't happen is religion. Again, because there's a separation of shirts and steak.
Shirts and skin.
Sean Connery. There should be a separatist look at church and state. So Sharia law is inherently a religious sect. It's religion based, right? Go ahead.
So if that's the case, and women aren't allowed to drive over there,
I'm for it.
But they're allowed to drive here, why are we not stoning these bitches? Because I'll tell you one thing: the more we can stone those bitches and keep them off the road, the better we're all off.
Agree. The other thing I was going to ask you about is it's so racist that, and we don't have one of our black friends around, but let's pretend Jarian's right here. A long time ago, there was like this whole thing about World War II where like black people couldn't be pilots, right?
Tuskegee Airmen.
Sure, but it was like black people can't be pilots, right? And we've been driving cars for a long time, right?
Yes, it's the early 1900s.
Have you ever driven behind a black person? It's not good.
You know where I live, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah.
They're not good at it.
I've had two.
Imagine like flight is we're 50 years into flight, right? Which is really okay. Let's call it 60 years.
Advanced.
Sure.
At 50 years. Yeah, we're yeah.
So 1898 is when Wilbur and whatever the fucking first flew.
Who's the other brother?
Wilbur and
Frank. No.
Franklin?
No, I want to say Franklin. Hey, don't look it up.
I'm not gonna look it up. Orville?
Yes.
Orville. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
We did it. So we're literally for World War II, which is when this thing popped off, right?
Which is 42.
Let's call it 40 years, 38 years from
World War One. Yeah.
The first induction of flight, right?
Yeah.
How many black people drove cars? Not many. Not many.
Too many.
Yeah. Dude, they're terrible at driving. I'm not being racist. I'm just saying, like, from my personal experience.
I don't know how they can defend it. I really don't.
No.
I pick up Brady from camp and I take the back road through here. Just as I get to his camp, there's a hard 90 and it's stopped both ways. Stupid, but I know why they do it. Twice this week, it's the same fucking bitch in a white fucking Cherokee. She's black. Pull down, and I'm in my fucking full-size Silverado.
Sure.
It doesn't turn well. I need some room.
Yeah.
I stop. This bitch cuts the corner. Doesn't stop at her stop sign.
Nope.
Just cuts the corner and is about 2 feet from my truck. I beeped the horn. I flipped her off the one day. Here's the thing. They just don't look.
No.
They don't look and go, oh my fucking God, I'm so sorry. Just head down, straight ahead. Today, taking Brady to fucking camp before I got on my way to Vinny's. Here she comes. I'm like, if I moved my truck one bumper out, she would have clipped me.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And I would have probably hit the gas and T-boned her and drove her into the house.
I had the same
and then
experience.
explained to the fucking cops that this stupid bitch didn't stop, cut the corner. It is a complete shithead for a driver.
Sure.
And the Arabs around here. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I thought it was getting bad caught behind an Asian. These Arabs have no idea about spatial awareness.
No, none.
It is incredible.
Dude, try being on a tour in Chicago with them. Jesus.
The more I drive around here, the more I am screaming.
Well, you're now the minority.
100%.
Yeah.
And why am I mean, dude, right around the corner, we have a 3-way stop where the collegiate kids live, the college village,
Yep.
and it's a main road. The amount of times I see people zip that corner without stopping or looking is incredible.
Sure.
The more I drive around here, the more I'm screaming at Krista, get the shit in order. We are getting the fuck out of this city. I can't deal with it anymore, dude.
Yeah.
I've said some shit that I wish I never said. I've said shit that I wish I would have said more. And there are cars I wish I would have fucking seen. The cop shows up, like, why is there no skid marks? Well, this dumb fuck blew the light.
Mhm.
I had a green light. I stepped on the gas and I just kept going.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, it's bad. The fact that I'm thinking about wrecking a $50,000 pickup truck just to prove a fucking point.
Well, it made me think of about like back in the day, because I was driving around today, and
This is going on way too long.
I was cut off way too many times, and I'm like, okay, common denominator, we get it, right?
Asians.
No.
Okay.
So then I'm thinking like, okay, in World War II, cars have only been around for a certain amount of years. Planes.
30 years. When was the Model T out? 1902, 08?
So World War II is 42?
42?
Yeah. When were
First
cars
invented?
Made. 1886. The good old days.
All right, yeah. All right, so
Okay.
So let's say 50 years.
Okay. When were planes invented?
12.
1903. So I was close on both, right?
Yeah. Plausible. Yeah, you're all right.
So you go 40 years ahead, and you've probably had a sample size. So all we hear is that during World War II, it was so racist that black people couldn't fly. Have you ever seen a black person drive? Not good at it. So right now, we're in 2025. We've all been driving for a very long time.
100 years.
Compared to the timeline that we just said, right? Not good at it still. Not good at it. Yeah. So when you look at history, they're like, unfortunately, during World War II, black people were never selected as pilots. Like, they probably saw them drive. They're terrible at driving. That was a long way.
Is it because the seats recline so far back they can't see?
No, that was back in the day where you had to sit in front, uncovered. Dude, if I was rich back then and we had a black driver, I'd be like, yo, we need to figure this out.
Hey, you get in the back.
Yeah, I will drive us.
Driving Aunt Jemima.
You are fucking terrible. But
I'd rather have Mrs. Chen down the street driving.
For the life of me, I'm thinking like, man, it was so racist to think that black people didn't have the eyesight necessary, which was the thing in World War II. They didn't have the eyesight necessary to fly planes. I'm like, no, they probably saw them drive cars.
Bro, I was gonna use the analogy of let's finish this up, land your plane, but I'm like, if it's a black guy flying that plane, screwing a crash.
It would have its blinker on doing nothing.
They don't use blinkers.
No, not one bit. I live in a small community, and I'm telling you right now, every almost accident I see is from a lady wearing a shower cap.
Yeah.
Without being in the shower.
And it's not, there's no rain in the forecast.
No, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's hard to drive doing this, tapping your head. I get it, but.
And why is it that I see people driving a car that has been made in 2020 or newer, and they driving on the street like this? There's this weird thing
That is
called
my
Bluetooth.
biggest pet peeve of all
Bluetooth.
fucking time.
Why
Yeah.
is your phone not connected to your car where you just push the button, you can talk? Speakers right here above you.
Annoys me.
It's literally in almost every vehicle today.
Annoys me to no end.
And they got the big fucking puffy steering wheel. And
Sure.
they just talk. And the nails are this long. I'm like, put the fucking phone down and drive.
You know what's worse? So I live in a state where marijuana is legal, as do you, I believe, right?
I do too.
So I'll be driving behind a car and it smells like the best weed I've ever smelled in my life, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll get beside them a little bit, or maybe they pull in or whatever, and I'll go look, and it'll be a mom, obviously. And she is just baked to the gills, and there are 2 kids in car seats. So if you think things are bad now, like when I was a kid, my dad would smoke Marlboro Reds. But the last time I checked, secondhand smoke only contributed to lung cancer. The good old days.
Possibly.
Yeah? Not legit mind-altering fucking shit. To where if my dad was smoking Marlboro Red, I'm sure the car behind us didn't smell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the weed thing, it's like, Aubrey is disgusted by it. It was 2 years ago when I had this shoulder done. Brady went to a party at Chuck E. Cheese. Krista dropped me and Abo off across the street at Applebee's.
Mm-hmm.
I was drinking fucking margaritas with like sharks in it and shit.
Yeah,
whatever.
dude. We had a great time there.
No, that's a different place. Different Applebee's. This is one out in Hamburg, not the one by my house that
Bitch.
you blacked out and went with Brian to a basketball game with, or hockey game or whatever. 2 dudes walked in, and within 5 minutes, all was
stunk.
She's like, it stinks.
Yeah,
and I haven't had a sense of smell since I was 19. Working in a feed mill, I didn't wear a mask when I should have, and I inhaled some shit and it fucking burned out my sensory smell. So I everybody's like, I fart, and people are like, oh my fucking god. I'm like, what? I can't smell it. I can't smell whatever,
because like your
the only thing I can catch is cigarette smoke or like hot sauce, things that burn a little.
Mm-hmm.
I can smell that. I can't smell perfume.
You kind of feel.
I can't smell flowers.
I bet you feel
can't
the
smell
twinge.
farts.
You don't even smell it.
There's times I could taste a fart. Like if it's really bad, I could.
Yours are very tasty.
Yeah, but anyhow, some dudes walked in, black fellas, sat at the bar, having some drinks, ordered some apps, and Ob goes, "They smell like weed. I'm gonna throw up." I'm like, "What?" I'm sitting there with my fucking arm in a sling. I'm like, I don't know. I'm drinking my margarita, and she goes, "The weed," because that was like when weed was just starting to be legal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, but everywhere we go, Chris and Aubrey are just like, "Fuck, it smells like, it smells like weed. Fuck, it smells like weed," because people just have no couth. They just do it whenever because they don't give a fuck.
Well, I don't. So I think that it should be illegal if you are driving in a car and you're smoking
100%.
weed. Number one,
100%.
because it's not like me and you driving down the street drinking a beer. It's the same thing, really.
It should be the same. It should be treated as the same thing,
right? And it's not. Number two, there are car seats in the back.
Oh yeah,
and you're just fucking hotboxing your fucking kids, which probably don't have structure anyways.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, you should charge them with that. In New York State, it's called Leandro's law.
Yeah,
which is kids in your car while you're drunk.
Yeah,
adds like 10 years to your shit. You get fucked, which you should be. Same thing goes with the fucking weed. But
dude, I'll be at like a fucking 4-way stop, and the car across, I can smell the weed in, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, I love drugs. I do drugs. I smoke weed.
Where do you do that shit though? at
On my
home
own time.
or at a friend's house where you're not driving.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's the same thing with the edible thing. People are like, oh, when you go out, do you do it? I'm like, no, I will only do that here at my house when I'm not driving. For a podcast or Chris and I are hanging out and I want to fuck around, I'll have one. I'm not going to go to Vinny's on a Friday morning and take one.
Yeah. I'm not driving down the street
I'm not,
with a fucking bottle of bourbon, just fucking.
I'm not going to go out to
kids.
dinner, pop one, and then go to the casino. I'm not fucking with that shit. And Chris and I got so good about the whole drinking and driving thing. I had a bad episode one day. I got caught up at Vinny's. Buddy and I got drunk. I don't remember driving home.
Allegedly.
That was the vacuum cleaner to the face day.
Yeah.
And my buddy went home and decided to mow his lawn and drove his zero turn into the woods and passed out against a tree. And his wife had to come out and take the key out. We were both fucking annihilated. That day, that was the wake-up call. I mean, I should have had it years ago, but we stopped. And I'm like, now it's like we go out drinking. It's like, fuck, you're fucked. Uber. We got a car at home. We'll come back tomorrow. It's only going to be 15 minutes. We're never far. And it's like, we keep tabs on that shit. But I can't imagine these people driving and smoking weed. And I don't know.
Dude, my kid,
I
Max,
hate this shit.
He's in, there's like community stuff that, community baseball, all that shit. And there's like the paid stuff, which is like, you spend like $1,000 to go do soccer and all that kind of shit.
Travel stuff, right?
That's like what Ortez runs and stuff like that, which, I'd rather pay for it because you're going to be around people that have like commonalities, I guess would be the word. But the fucking inner city stuff that's free, you're like, it's like $20 for the t-shirt. And there are literal parents sitting in their minivan, hotboxing their kids, and then going, go on, you gotta go play baseball. It's like, how the fuck are you gonna do a goddamn thing after being hotboxed? Now, if we all know that fucking my dad smoking Marlboro Reds probably contributed to asthma or whatever the fuck, but you're hotboxing your kids with fucking marijuana, let alone like medical, like the shit now that you can get from a store, if they do get it from a store, is 30 times heavier than the shit that was happening in the fucking 80s, right?
Yeah. We all know this.
So these kids are getting out of their car fucking zooted. And
they have no idea what happened to them.
No, they're just with mom and dad.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with me with these edibles.
Should be so illegal.
These edibles are like, they're 5 milligrams of CBD and 5 milligrams of THC. Everybody's like, you should just eat half of it.
You turn into a fucking retard having it.
That's 5 milligrams.
Yeah.
I know friends that do like 25 or 30 at a time, And I do 5 because I've never done this shit. I only got another month or two and I'm done with it. I mean, it's not gonna stick in my system, and I know that because edibles are different than I've understood this about smoking weed. Like, listening to Afro Man tell me, he's like, because I was worried when we were hanging out with him about the weed
you got like
with my job. And he goes, you smoke? I go, no. I go, I've probably done it a dozen times in my entire life. He goes, so you're not a regular weed smoker? I said, no. He goes, you're good. He goes, you could take this whole joint down. He goes, it ain't sticking anything. He goes, be out of your system in a day.
Yeah.
2 days. He goes, you're fine. And you back that up. You even told me that too. And I'm like, I assumed you were just saying it just to say it. But I mean, he said it too. And it's like, I talked to some people that weed smoke. They're like, if you don't do this shit every day, if you're just a once or twice a year guy, that shit's out of your, it's not going to stick.
It's quick. Yeah.
So it's like, that's why I'm doing this, this stuff now. I mean, it was for sleeping. Now I'm back on regular sleep and for a little bit of pain, which I haven't taken any of that shit in forever. But some of the ones that Chris was taking for a little upper, I decided to try, and they're fun as fuck. But I know that in 2 months, I have to have them all gone.
Yeah.
Just
You'll be good.
whatever. And I'm like, yeah, well, like it's good to know that shit. I'm not doing it all the time, so it's not sticking to me. Not gonna fail.
It's not addictive.
It's not. I mean, dude, if it was, I'd be doing it every fucking weekend. I did one last Thursday or whatever for the podcast, Saturday, whatever night it was, just for a goof. And the time before that was probably 2 weeks.
The problem with that is, like, if you're exposed to it and you're being hotbox when you're fucking 9.
Yeah, 100% different, dude.
It's fucking crazy.
I mean, that.
Anyways, watch your kids, baby kids. They don't die, they multiply. We'll get out of here.
Yeah, dude. This was an hour and 45 minutes of complete bullshit, and we did not get to talk about the WNBA. We'll save that for next weekend.
Okay. Or we could do a hot take 30-minute WNBA podcast.
I'm in.
We'll be right back.